Mm.
that we did, and it's already on our YouTube channel. I'm recording this one, so you have the short version, but we also have the
Perfect.
longer version on our YouTube channel, and I'll send you the link to that.
Great.
Okay, thank you for catching me. So here we go. As you can see, it's powered by Google. It pulls the address directly from Google. Something really cool that they added pretty recently is unit numbers. So when you put in a condo, it actually pulls, unit A, B, C, or D, so you have the correct taxes. And as you can see, it pulls the taxes directly from the property appraiser's website. So right here, you can see for Tracy's address, it's pulling a $2,700 tax amount. Now, keep in mind, Tracy's lived in this home for 15 years. She's also homesteaded. So there's definitely, this is a lower estimate. And when you're working with your clients, this is just something you have to advise them. If you know that this is not going to be their primary residence, you may want to calculate the taxes on your own. And it does give you the millage rates for you to do that yourself. And I'll show you that in a second. So we'll just keep it as it is for now. You can, of course, change the transaction type here. Home price, we're going to do $675. I'm going to make it a 20% down payment to avoid PMI. I'll just keep it at a 30-year term. Right here, miscellaneous. So anywhere you see like a little gear, you can click into it and either customize it or get more detailed figures. So right here in miscellaneous, you can add to closing costs or subtract from the closing costs. So that's, just negotiations. Is the buyer going to be covering the title insurance? Are there repairs that are going to be covered by the seller or the buyer? Just different things like that. You can put the item name right here, put the amount, and you can add as many fields on each as you want. Same thing with the taxes right here. If you click into there, it'll give you the millage rates for all of the cities in the county. You can even add different ones if you know them, or you can just choose, and then that way you can calculate the taxes on your own if you feel comfortable doing that. All right, so we'll keep the insurance and everything like that. So HOA, you see you have different timelines, but we're doing the 200 monthly. We'll push that closing date out by a month. All right, now when I press compute, watch what it does with the taxes. So it's giving me like a little alert. So this was the taxes that were recorded for Tracy. And again, this was her 15 years being in the home and homestead exemption. So this app gives you that amount, but it also gives you an estimated amount with none of that included. This $9,900 would be the full taxable amount of the home without homestead, without, having, been grandfathered into the tax amount for a long time. So you could advise your clients, this would be the low end of what you're going to see. And this is the very high end of what you would see. You can say to your clients, this is a very high estimate of your taxes. It will likely be lower than that. So we'll
Tracy, how did you get to that screen?
It pops up automatically.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it pops up automatically. And it'll pop up automatically. So the first home link that we saw, that popped up when we put in, sorry, it computed. So one second. That popped up when we put in the address. Okay, so the first one popped up when we put in the address. The second one, all the way at the bottom, when we press compute, it popped up that second option where it gave you the 9,900 or the 2,700.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, so this is our end screen. This is just the basic figures of what we're seeing. So, let's say, Lou, you have a client and you're working with them and they tell you, oh, but Lou, I told you my monthly payment budget is $2,400 a month. I can't afford more than that. No problem, client. Let me just edit this number for you. And you just type in 2,400 or 3,400, I apologize. When you press done, it recalculates everything else around it. So now instead of a 20% down payment, you can advise your clients, okay, we can buy down your monthly payment, but that means you have to put 26% down. So it just gives you that kind of flexibility to show your clients different options. Speaking of different options, up here, and if you're on mobile, you get to this by swiping to the left or swiping to the right to get these right here. So right here on the left is a smart compare tool. And this is where you can literally just compare different loan options. This is they call it your loan, the one that we just ran over here. And this is a different type of loan. So this, instead of the 26% down, it's 20% down with a conventional and a 15-year. You can add as many as you want. You can edit the different figures. And of course, you can share this to your clients as just different loan options available to them. On the other side is just loan details of the loan that we ran over here. It even has a full amortization schedule, which is always fun nighttime reading for your clients. So going back to the estimate real quick, if you look at this little icon right here, it looks like a phone, and that's exactly what it is. So on mobile, you just turn your phone to the side to get this. And this, I think, is just a really cool, quick little thing. Something to keep in mind on this app, they give you so many tools to not only help your clients, but to help you conduct your business in such a more simple way to show clients. We know people are visual learners. People like to see things in front of their faces. You can tell them something 1,000 times, but until they have it in front of their face, it doesn't really resonate. And they also like to think it's kind of their idea, right? So how offer price can affect my payment. So now you're working with maybe a little bit of a tight-fisted buyer that doesn't want to give up more money. But if you show them, I know you said you have a $3,400 monthly payment budget, but if you offer $10,000 more on this home, which might guarantee your offer being accepted, it'll only bring your monthly payment up by $32. Do you think that that's something that you could manage? Most people will say yes. So that's definitely something useful. You can edit the increments of the offer price, and you can send this directly to your clients as well. So anywhere you see this icon, that's a share button, and you can share that directly to them. That icon is what you're going to see mostly on mobile. This share or print PDF is usually just for desktop. So let's go there. Let's go to share print PDF. So this is just a basic home estimate that they give you, but it's still a really nice template. It's still very clean, professional, looks great to send to your clients. On the left side, so you can edit everything, but check this out. 14 different languages. You can translate this and anything on this app into 14 languages. I mean, we have a huge Vietnamese population here. We have a ton of people that come from Canada that speak French. We have actually a lot of Brazilians that are moving here right now. I mean, we know we have a very large Indian population. You have the availability to make your clients feel so comfortable reading something in their own language. This is the availability to send it or save it. So right here, when you email it, it emails directly through the app. So you just put your client's email address right here. You are automatically CC'd on it. Here's that automatic subject. It gives you like a kind of summary of the figures in here, but it also has the attachment of the full PDF automatically put in there. So easy breezy, just send it right over to them. You can download it to kind of save it on your computer, print it, and saving the estimate. If you save your estimate, make sure you name it something that's clear enough for you to, go back to. All your saved estimates are right here in the estimates tab. Okay, and on mobile, all your saved estimates, it's in a little folder in the upper right-hand corner. It looks like a little folder icon. So you might be wondering, why would you want to social share someone's specific loan details? You wouldn't. Let me show you what that's for. So something that's really important, I don't know if either of you have signed up for the premium version of the app. Premium? Not yet, Lew?
I was told that I was going to get it.
Yes. Yes. So you guys have to register for it yourselves. It's going to ask you for, the credit card information that you have associated with like your Apple ID or with your Google Play account. But we have no problem reimbursing you that $10. We're going to send you a $10 Amazon gift card. And it's $10 for the entire year. And this is just the very beginning of what the premium gets you. And by the way, Supreme Title doesn't see a penny of that. All that $10 goes to the app developer, and they made it as cheap or as inexpensive as they possibly could, while remaining legal. So part of what the Premium does for you is this will be your face. Now you have to set up your profile once you register for premium. That's definitely important. So this will be your face. This will be your name and contact information, and that'll be your company logo. So now you are branded on every single thing that you export from this app, every single thing. And something that is so incredible are these. You have full home reports available to you on this app. These home reports tell you the nearby schools, restaurants, internet speed, walking score, sound score, the convenience of how many or how close the grocery store is, how many restaurants are within 2 miles, where is the closest gym. I mean, this is information that would take you a very long time to collect yourself. And then at the end of collecting all of that yourself, you still have that weight of liability on your shoulders for it. You know, for you to provide this information, that's opening yourself up kind of, again, to liability. So instead, now you have this. It has a disclaimer right here at the bottom. Okay, and it says provided by Yelp, provided by Google, provided by Broadband Now. So now, not only do you have this information right at your fingertips where you can access it super, super easy, now that weight of liability is completely off your shoulders, which is amazing in itself. So, you know, when I show this to people, there are so many creative minds out there, just as suggestions of what you could use this for that people have, or realtors have brought up to me. Print these out, put them at your open houses. I mean, instead of just having the home information, now you have the information on the home and the surrounding neighborhood. You know, use this to send to your out of town clients that don't know the area very well. And with the social share thing right here, I would take one of these for my listing and post it on my Facebook and just say, hey, I have this new listing. The house is amazing. You've already seen that. I've already shared that. But now look, here's some information about the surrounding neighborhood. Just some suggestions of what to use this for. You know, yes, Lou.
So these screens that you're showing right now, it's only because you have premium, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't see that because I don't have premium yet.
Yeah. So once
Okay.
you pay that $10 and sign up and set up your profile, you will have all of these and all of the branding at the bottom. And then we're going to go into the premium side. And that I get super excited about because people are like, what? Are you kidding? Basically, when you get premium and you have this $10 for the year, you get marketing materials that are worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of marketing. I mean, I had a realtor specifically say to me, Rose, you're joking me, right? That I can pay $10 and get all of this. And I was paying, you know, a marketing company $800 a month to do what this can do. It's incredible. So, and people always just look at it as like a simple quoting app, and it's so much more than that. So these are the home reports. Just to take a note, home reports are available only through the buyer tab. And when we go to the premium in the infographics, and I'll show you that later, but through the buyer tab or premium, that's how you get these home reports, okay? Not through the seller tab or anything else. So do we have any questions on the buyer side before I move on to the seller? Good, okay, awesome. So seller we'll go through a little bit more quickly. So we'll do the same address, 103 Atlantic. Okay, watch what happens. So, okay, we got the tax information again that it automatically pulls up, but check it out. What's this? It's asking me for an interest rate. So it says, we found a loan recorded in 2021 for this amount. Now, Tracy just stepped out of the room, but I know everything about Tracy, and I know that she just closed on her refinance like less than a month ago. And as soon as that was recorded, it was put in here. So this is pulling super updated information from the property appraiser site. Before her loan was recorded, this said 2019 because she also refinanced in 2019. So it pulls literally super updated information. So I'm going to put in her interest rate. I believe it was 2.99. So when you press compute, it calculates her payoff. So because she only closed like a month ago, this is only like 1 month of a payment, right? And you can use this, you can edit it if you want to talk to your clients and just ask your seller if they are aware of what their payoff is. You can put it in here manually, but we're going to use this because this is accurate. That is really what her payoff is. How cool is that? So again, we can change the loan type, of course. Sales price, we're going to keep it at $675. The broker fee, I just want to show you real quick. And again, anywhere you see the gear, you can click into it. If you know that your split is always going to be something like this, just as an example, when you press done, you're able to save that for this estimate only or for all future estimates if you know that that's going to be your figure all the time. But we'll keep it at the same 5%. Did I keep it that way? Yeah. Okay. This space for repairs, you are more than welcome to use it. It gives you just an availability for like a dollar amount. Personally, if it were me, I would go into miscellaneous instead, because then you can name the repair. You can put a name to it. You can itemize the repairs with the amounts, and you can add or subtract that from the closing cost. This will just say repairs and an amount.
So these are repairs that are pending.
Yeah, the repairs that are pending in the contract, or that your seller says, I need to repair this, and this.
Got it. Okay.
So there's the taxes again. We have the HOA at 200. All right, loan balance, there it is right there again. Her interest rate, closing date. I just want to touch on this so you're not like, what is that? Are you familiar with reissue credit? It is a really simple concept. It just is a discount on your title policy. So if you are selling your home within 3 years of the purchase, and that has to be 3 years to the day. So if you're selling within 3 years of your purchase, you get a discount on your title policy called a reissue credit.
Right.
Okay. So when we compute, we get the net at close. This is the seller net sheet, right? So let's say, Tracy's my client and she said, oh, but Rose, I told you that I need to net at least 375, right? I have to net 375. No problem, Tracy, I got you. So you just edit this, you put 375, and now it shows you what you're going to need to do. So instead of listing at 675, now it looks like Tracy's going to have to list her home at 680 and accept an offer, maybe just a touch above 680, right? Now, this is that little symbol where you just turn it to the side. This can kind of show different increments to your clients. If the sales price is 10,000 more, this is what they're going to net. Okay. And you can change that increment. You can send that to them just like on the buyer side. Now, this is one of my favorite features. So this at the top, again, is where you swipe to the left or swipe to the right if you're on mobile. So up here, you have a multiple offers tool. So multiple offers, this is our offer that we just ran over here. But all you got to do is add new offer, and you can add as many as you need to. Once you're finished listing them, you share or print that PDF. Let's say, there are quite a few offers on homes right now, as we've been seeing. So let's say you have 10 offers on a house. The 10 offers are great, but only 3 of them, as the realtor that your clients have hired to do a job, you think 3 of them look perfect. You think 3 of them are the ones that they should take. All you got to do is star it right there. And now those 3 will be at the top, and you say, I starred, I put a little star next to the ones that I feel like, as your real estate advisor, would be the best choice for what you need. It just gives you that poise, it gives you that professionalism to your clients that is just such a step above everyone else. Also, just to make note, multiple offers is its own calculator, and I'll show you that in a second. So you don't have to do the whole seller net sheet. You can just go straight to multiple offers in the calculators tab, and we'll go there in a minute. So on the other side of the net sheet are holding costs, and this one's super cool too. So this is showing, again, we have a little tight-fisted of a client, and they're saying that they maybe don't want to list right now. They want to wait until the market does something different, even though it's a seller's market, wouldn't be smart. But now you can show them all right, that's no problem. But if you are trying to hold on to your home for 6 months, between just your interest, taxes, and insurance, you're going to be spending about $7,000. And that's a base amount. So you can edit the expenses. You can add HOA. You can add, anything you need to. You can add a pool guy, lawn maintenance, whatever it may be that is a monthly recurring charge. You can add it here. And then that brings that number even higher. And even at the end of the day, if you add all those things, you can tell them, what do we know about houses for the most part in this county? They're a little bit older. So let's say your client's in a house that was built in 1970. You can tell them, yeah, this is the base amount. You'll be spending $7,000 without a doubt, but think about it. Your septic might go bad. You might have to get gas lines replaced. There could be if we're in hurricane season, there could be a hurricane and you might have to get a roof replacement or a roof repair. There's a whole slew of things that could happen that could bring these charges even higher. So it's a little bit of a scare tactic, but it works because it's something that people can visually see in front of them. And it's not just you saying things to scare them. It's you showing them, like, hey, maybe it would be wise to list right now. As your real estate advisor, this is what I say. You can also edit the amount of months. So it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever you want to do with the increments. And of course, you can share or print that to your clients. So going back to the net sheet, when you go to detailed closing costs, and this is on any of the calculators, that just shows you the title fees and any of the HOA dues and prorations of anything. And if you go to the full closing costs, it'll have the lender origination fee as well. So if you share or print this PDF, we have not as many templates as we did on the buyer's side because we don't have the home reports or anything, but we still have different ones that all look super nice. Here I am, but that would be you, branded at the top. Stacey's beautiful face over here, and Stacey's phone number and email, and then the logo for either of your companies. You can change the color scheme. So, for Supreme Title, we're red and white and black. So I would change mine to red because branding is everything. And again, you have the availability to translate this into the 14 languages and have all of those options available to you there. Any questions on the seller side before I move on?
Well, this is cool. So
I know, right? I get very excited showing this to people because everyone's like, whoa, what?
I like the offers thing. That's nice.
Yeah, the multiple offers. So there's that calculator right there is what I was talking about. It's its own separate calculator. So you have the multiple offers. And then remember when we were on the buyer tab, we had the smart compare in the same place that the multiple offers was. They have it right here. So you can do the smart compare for the loans on its own calculator and not have to go through the whole buyer estimate. So as you can see, you have over a dozen different calculators here, all super useful. I just use the qualify one for myself, and this handy calc is cool. You put in 3 of the fields and it'll calculate the 4th one for you. And if you have a preferred lender, we would have no problem getting them set up on this app because this is something that the lenders that work with us, they love using this. So please send them my way. I could definitely get them set up and give them a little training on the lender side of how to use this. But really just explore this at your leisure. I'm not going to go through all of them because it's a lot. And I know you guys have a lot to do today. You're busy people. So just check it out. There's a refi calculator, rent versus buy. If you want to just see what the title and escrow fees are going to be, right here. That's all. These iBuyer ones, whether it's iBuyer comparison, iBuyer multiple offers, if you're not familiar with iBuyers, that's really like those Redfin, Open Door, those kinds of like no agent things. We're not seeing it too much. We have it a little bit in the county for sure, but it's up and coming. So it's definitely nice to have these available to you for when it becomes more prevalent. So, all right, I'm going to move on from calculators and I'm going to go to what I feel like is the creme de la creme of this app. And because you all haven't signed up for premium, just follow along with me and you'll see. So we are at the beginning of December. So it's going to pop up automatically with a December monthly marketing package. And this updates every month. Something super important before I jump into this. Make sure you have automatic updates turned on for this app. So make sure the automatic updates are on. If you aren't sure how to do it, I can definitely show you. It's really easy in your settings, okay? So just make sure that's on because it constantly updates with different things in the marketing tab. I mean, it's constantly updating. So as you can see, you can scroll through. It literally tells you what to post and why. Just a nice little calendar. You can look at this, 4 posts, 4 weeks. If you're not someone that's super social media heavy, just use this. You have 4 posts, you got 4 weeks. I suggest doing a little bit more, but if you don't have the time, if you don't have the desire, at least do this, right? So there's your monthly marketing package, and that's also at the top.
Can you post every day with that tool?
So with this tool, you can post whatever you want, whenever you want. And I'm going to go through all the different categories of what you have available to you, and you're going to be blown away. I mean, it is amazing. You will never run out of content. You will never run out of things to post. So right here, the first thing are the infographics. So you have regular standard infographics that are 1 page. And then you have the swipeable infographics that are multiple pages. If you're on mobile, oh gosh, dropped my phone. If you're on mobile, these 2 categories are kind of meshed into one. And the way you differentiate this little icon here just means that it's multiple pages. That's all. So this little white icon, multiple pages of an infographic, and this is a single page. So going into the single page, there are ones in here that I haven't even seen yet. Like this one, this winter one, I haven't even seen. So let's check it out together. So 3 reasons why this winter could be the perfect time to sell. Now, of course, this is going to be your branding at the bottom with your logo and everything. But how great is this? I mean, it's a really nice graphic. It has valuable information. They have all fresh market updates that they pull from Freddie Mac. And it even says source realtor.com data. Okay, so it tells you the source. It's all disclaimers all over the place. It even gives you a suggested caption and hashtags. So you don't have to write anything. You can share it directly through the app. So you can share it to your Facebook. You can download it as a PDF or an image. If you're going to post it on social media, you have to download as an image. I don't know if you're aware of that. So just make a note. And if you download it, you can just post that whenever you're ready. And you can favorite it, and then you have your little favorites folder. It's really, really easy to use, very responsive, okay? Super time saver. Something to note on any of these categories, if you look at the top, it has different sizing. So this is like a standard one, but this is one that's specifically shaped for a Facebook post. This one's specifically shaped for an Instagram story. Okay, so you have a lot of different options available to you, Instagram posts, all of it. So going back to standard, we have those 3 reasons. Now, I knew it. I knew they would have the multiple page version of it. So with the swipeable infographics, I'm going to go to the Instagram story because I like the way it's shaped better. And we're going to go to the same one just to show you how it looks different. So now this one, instead of all 3 of the statistics or all 3 of the pieces of information being on one page, now you have something that's clickable. You can click through this. So if you're familiar with stories and posting things on your story, this is a great thing to post. So this would be the first thing, then they tap and they see this one. So there you go, first one. Now the second one, and here's the third one. And look at that, at the very end, there's your gorgeous faces. You say, cashing in on this hot 2021 market is still possible this winter. Let's talk about how much this market is willing to pay for your home. At the very end of this, it has a call to action that incentivizes these potential clients to reach out to you. Amazing. So that is something super useful. Just to note, using these for your stories will increase your engagement. And if you're familiar with anything with the algorithms of Facebook and Instagram, it'll push you up in the algorithm. Especially if you put the interactive stickers on the story where you can put like a poll or a question or a quiz. They have all these different options on Instagram stories and Facebook. We actually are going to be having Instagram and Facebook classes coming up in 2022, like in the early part of the year. So we will go through all of these things, and we have a super professional social media person coming in to teach those. It's going to be great.
Great.
All right, so those are the swipeable infographics. So just think of infographics as pretty self-explanatory. It's the information heavy graphic that they have available. And those are at the very top. That's going to be your statistics. You know, I love this one. That's just like a very easy, let me get you as a client. You gonna rent or you're gonna buy, right? And you can translate these not into the 14 languages, but you can translate them into Spanish. All right, so moving down from the infographics, you have the next category, which are filters. And if you've taken any photos in the last 6 years, you know what filters are. It's a little frame around a photo. So again, they're all sized differently, but I mean, these are just incredible. I absolutely love these. Perfecting listings for the holidays. Check it out. So if you're on desktop, you can just upload a file. So I'm going to just take, trying to go somewhere quick, but of course that's not, that's not going to happen. There we go. There's the front of a house. All right, so maybe this one's not the best size, but I can at least give you an idea of what it'll look like. So now you have not just the boring picture of the front of a house, now you have it with a really nice frame around it. And you get to share that, and it's much more interactive, welcoming winter, and they have different categories. So these are the new ones that they just added, okay, like Hello Winter. I love this one. My last listing sold over list price. Curious what the market will pay for yours. It's literally a frame with a call to action. I think that's so cool. I mean, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man. Come on. I'm Jewish. I find these hilarious beyond all belief. And they still have ones that were for Thanksgiving. But this one, I mean, I would use this now. You still have pie for Christmas, right? So just different things that you can use. These are like more seasonal, right? So if you go out and you go into the different categories, these dynamic ones are super cool. So it literally gives you market update right there on the frame. Okay, it gives you, if you're doing an open house, you're able to customize right here the open house information, and you can put the bed and bath, the home price. I don't know if you can see, that's kind of small over here, but it has, you know, notes that you can put on there. So you can really customize this and make it a flyer for your open house. These rep lenses, that's for the title agent, so you can just ignore those. Closings, I mean, these are great too. Just closed. And I don't know if you've had a closing with Supreme Title as of yet, we highly encourage our realtors to take post-closing photos with their clients when you walk out of the closing room. We highly encourage that, and this would be a great reason to do so. You know, we snap a quick picture for you in the lobby, and then you get to put this really nice frame around it. Congratulations on becoming homeowners. You know, you have this cute, freshly married couple that are brand new first-time home buyers. You can do that. Celebrating another successful closing, sold under 7 days. You have all these great, I mean, in escrow, another happy client. You get the idea. I mean, even whimsical ones, our realtor rocks. It's all about who you want to be. They give you so many options to be the brand that you want to establish. So you have the closing one, the listing ones. I love that one. The happiness is homemade, just like warm and fuzzy, you know. They have a whole category for open houses. Okay, this one they call #RealtorLife. This, I would say, you know, I love putting a selfie in there. Queen of multiple offers. #1 secret hack. And then at the very bottom, they have the seasonal ones, the ones that they update. So obviously they have December right now. They're going to put Christmas ones on. They're going to have all of it. They're going to do New Year's, everything you can imagine. I mean, these are updated all the time. All right, so that's the filters, and those are photo filters. So you got the infographics with the information heavy stuff. You got filters for your photos. Now the last two categories, we got personalized videos. So not a ton of options, but these are really great because they're short. So they're between 1 minute and 2 minutes long. It's not too crazy. So I'm going to go to the appraisal gap one. I think that that's definitely useful. I know realtors have been talking to me about how many questions they get on this lately. So when you're going through this, it's a great video, you know, constantly moving, very clear to read, pleasing to the eye. So we have a nice minute and a half. I'm going to skip toward the end. So watch what happens at the end. You're right there. That's where it's personalized. It's a personalized video with you branded at the end. I can help, you know, Stacey Morawski at gmail.com. I forget your email, I'm sorry. With your phone number, with your company logo, all of that. Again, you have that suggested caption and hashtags. They give you all the tools to just drop and click. That is it. You barely have to do any work on this. It's awesome. Different sizes, as you can see. Selling this winter, they just put that one on there. That's brand new. So just explore those. Those are awesome, the personalized videos. Last thing, lead gen calculators. Super exciting stuff. So lead gen calculators, let's do the rent versus buy. So it gives you a preview of what it's going to look like on your Facebook. All right. It has, again, the suggested caption hashtags. Here's different options for the cover photo. So this is the one that they have here, but you can, you know, we're in Brevard, we're by the beach. Excuse me, why not use this nice little beach one? Or if you're in the mood to be a little humorous, throwing money down the toilet. That's a little bit funny. And you can try it out. You can go through the whole calculator and see how your clients will be going through it. And then at the end, you know, when you put a caption on there, you can always use this, but I would suggest keeping it short and simple. Mm-hmm. You know, go through your own figures, calculate your own stuff, and contact me with questions. I'm here for you. So you have all these available to you: lead gen calculators, refinancing, mortgage calculator, a net sheet for sellers, you know, sell to net, 2 of them, sell to buy. Obviously there's a ton available here. Explore it at your leisure. If you have questions, if you need suggestions, if you want me to go over stories for Facebook or Instagram or whatever, I am here. I am available. Let me know. Do you guys have any questions? Because that is it for me in my presentation.
No, this is very helpful. So all we do now is just sign up.
Yep. Now just sign up for the premium. Let me know when you finish it, and I will send you that $10 Amazon gift card to reimburse you.
So I have just another question. Do you go by Rose, or who's Rose?
I am Rose. Yes, that is me.
You are Rose.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm on Tracy's. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, you're using
somebody else. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, Stacey. How are you, honey?
Morning.
Morning. Thanks again for the opportunity. Lew and I had talked for an extended period of time, so pretty excited that you joined, Lew. I think you're going to really enjoy this app, you guys. It's a game changer.
And all of Supreme Title. You'll enjoy all of our stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool for sure.
Yeah, it is. I appreciate it.
Like I said, we have social media classes in the works for the beginning of 2022, which we are super excited about. We have been struggling to find someone. I'm going to stop the recording in a second. Okay.